Today's topic is once again about curing the so-called happiness disease and double bracketed, which is a truly boring aspect of my life. Therefore, let's underline the phrase boring because the second method we will discuss is extremely exciting, dynamic, and can be considered a breakthrough in your life. It completely contradicts the meaning of the word boring, and especially for those who need a powerful change to live differently. I believe that there are still interesting, lively, and passionate things in this world, regardless of whether you are introverted or extroverted, adventurous or not. There is still a way, even a highly effective one, for us to change ourselves from within and no longer feel bored. Or if you ever feel bored in the future, try this method and you will be revived once again after completing it. It's a sure thing. Because this is an experience, and it's an experience that I've gone through before I dare to talk about it. I don't have the courage to criticize it for real. So, this second way is a very practical way, my friends. If you feel that your life is too boring, do something risky but safe. Let me repeat that: do something risky but safe. You may find this a bit contradictory. How can you be risky and safe at the same time, you may ask? And of course, the meaning of the word risky depends on each person. Some people have to stand on the roof of a house and jump with a parachute to call it risky, but for many others, there will be levels of common ground that are light, but still very risky for them. So depending on the level, whether it's introverted or extroverted, less experienced or more experienced, we can measure the level of risk of something. For example, if I find something too risky for me, I won't participate, but I'll find something lighter. I'll give you an example right away. Suppose my life is too boring. Every day I go to work and come back, go to work and come back. It's too boring and I feel like I'm drained. I need something exciting, so I can keep this thought in my head. I can tell myself that I want to do something exciting, a little risky, and I will try to turn that risky thing into a safe thing. For example, keep it in my head and let the solution come naturally. Will it come? I ask that question like that. Suddenly I go on Facebook, and I see a picture of a train someone took going somewhere, and they took a picture of it. Suddenly in my head, it might light up. Or will I take a cross-country train tour? Can I do it? Without having to do it, but keeping that thought in my head, there are many options that will naturally come to your life. Now I'll go back to my example. Suddenly I think of the train picture. So I want to cross the country. The first act of creation is certain. Crossing the country by train gives me the experience of sitting by the window, mountains, forests, seas. Oh my God, the view. It's completely different from riding a motorbike, from flying in a plane, from taking a bus, and of course, taking a train is safer. Because alone, on one track, I will worry less about traffic. And when I take the train, there's something special about not necessarily having to go from A to Z in one go. I can go to a certain station and stay there. I can play, eat local food, visit places, and stay there. Short for a few hours, long for a day or two, or I can wait for the next train and go somewhere else, and I can invite close friends to join me. Or if I feel like going alone, I can take a solo trip, and the people on my journey are the passengers traveling with me. There will be people sitting next to me. I can talk to them, have fun, and then what? If there is a trip like that, how much will you mature? You will completely transform, and you will look at yourself after going through that challenge. Going through that, you feel happy, proud of what you can do, and your life will erase the word boring. It's no longer boring. Of course, I just told you a risky thing. Now I'm going to talk about safety. I can't say it in a folksy way. I can't just pick up and go. It's very dangerous. What if I get robbed on the way? Then what if I get dropped off at a station and I don't know the train only stops for a short time and then it runs away? What if I miss the train? Then I choose which seat to make it cheap but not too inconvenient. Because if I go a short distance, I have 2 hard chairs outside. But if I go too far, I will lie in the compartment. The car will be more comfortable, and what do I bring when I go on the train journey? So, I have to prepare. So here are 3 steps for you to do something. It may seem crazy to you, both risky and safe. The first step is to research, and I'll use an example of taking the cross-country train to explore. First is the railway system, which can be found on Google, the country railway system map from which station to which station, right? How much is the ticket? What types of seats and beds are there? This is the first step. Then I imagine in my head where I want to go. For example, there is a station in some city, and I want to go there. I can stay there and go eat seafood, take pictures, even join tourist groups and meet other solo travelers who may also need a coffee or something, and make friends with them. I'm telling you, you will feel that this world is super connected, not boring like at home. That's the case if you're unlucky and traveling alone, but if you're traveling with a few friends, it's even better. Getting off the train is so exciting, you can't imagine it. It's the necessary excitement for your life experience that you need, for real. The next thing I will refer to after the first step is how to deal with robberies, pickpocketing, for example. We have to study and learn about everything, like researching and learning about painkillers for stomach aches and so on, when bringing them with us, how to protect ourselves, how to recognize thieves, how to wear a backpack safely, where to keep our money in our pockets. Let's refer to everything so that when we step on the road, we will not have any confusion, we will be a pro. Referring is very easy, I have said it before. In the age of the internet, Google, YouTube, Facebook, now we even have ChatGPT, there is no reason why we cannot refer to anything, so you are all good.